Hi everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing a tour of the Sheraton Grand Tokyo Bay Hotel and Resort, and this is a beautiful family-friendly property that is right in the Tokyo Disneyland Resort. So you can hop on the train and get to the parks very quickly. And we absolutely love staying here. As you can see, it's a very, very big property. And this is a long video, so I apologize for that, but it's an incredible property and I wanted to show you guys everything. I will put timestamps so you can fast forward if you need to. But if you see here, this is the end of the property, and right there, those little mountain peaks are actually the parks. So on the other side of that barrier is the actual Disneyland parks. So it's very close and very convenient. And this is what it looks like when you walk in. It's very nice and toasty because we went in February, it was freezing outside. And they have this beautiful big lobby area. Check in there on the left. But as you can see, this is a little bit different to the other properties I've shown. It doesn't have that great height, but still very, very nice. And this whole floor actually had all the shopping on it as well. So you can walk down and get souvenirs. They have a convenience store. They have like wedding stuff, like wedding photographer and party planning, everything that you need is there. This is Tocino, which is a really, really cute cafe style restaurant with like small breakfast things, a lot of sandwiches, really, really yummy pastries. And I wish I got footage of us eating there, but we just scarfed it all down and it was a big mess. So you can see right here is the priority check-in. So if you're a Marriott Platinum, Titanium, or Ambassador, you get to check in here, which is really, really nice perk. And this is a really cool exhibit. They had some traditional clothes and dolls figurines, which was really, really nice. Of course, we couldn't touch them, but it was cool to see. I guess this is supposed to be the emperor's and empress clothes. And they had these little figurines. If you're from Hawaii, if you have like Japanese descent, you will be familiar with all of these things. And it was really cool to see them here, that little touch of home and that connection between Japan and Hawaii. This is a restaurant. This was like a sit-down restaurant. I wasn't able to get reservations here. We ate at the parks most of the time, and we just got light snacks in the evening. So this is the other side of the same floor. As you can see, there's check-in off in the distance, and they had this cute little Japan cherry blossom photo shoot area because it was just starting cherry blossom season. And I really love the layout of this lobby. Right there on the right is a area for breakfast. And as you can see, there's lots of space, kids running around. And this space never felt too crowded, even when it was full of people. And there were times when this lobby was completely full of people. So I thought it was really well designed. And going down to this area, this is all the shopping. Having these stores in the hotels themselves was really, really nice because if you forgot anything or the stores were just too busy or you got stuck in long lines, you always had the option to go shopping at the end of the day in the hotels themselves. So I really loved this and it was very convenient for us. Especially on the last day, like checking out, we were able to get a few more things for friends and stuff, and we didn't have to worry about doing it at the airport. So that was really nice. These are just some shots. I think I'll play some music for you guys so you guys can just get a feel of all the different options that there are available in this space. All right, so this is actually an example of the floor that we stayed on. If you want to see a full room tour, I'll link that down below. But I wanted to show you that every floor had a different theme. So this was the family treasures room floor. I'm not sure if they had other rooms, but that's the room we stayed in. And this was the floor theme. But if you go to one of the other floors, this is the kind of theme that you'll get. So it's probably geared more towards adults and older families. So just to give you an idea that every floor has a different theme. And this was the view from the elevator, which I thought was stunning. And I included it here so you can see the ocean. It's completely glass going up and down. So that was really fun. This is the sort of main breakfast and lunch area. So if you got breakfast with your room, this is where you came to eat and you saw those beautiful wide open windows. It's very airy and spacious. We actually didn't eat here because we had lounge access, which I will also do another video on. But if you're just booked a regular room, you probably would just eat breakfast in this area here. So this is down at the lower level, the Galleria Cafe. So this is the entrance of the space that I just showed you from up above. And I thought it was really cool. I love those lights. They have really great lights in Japan. Like they're very creative with how their lights look, which coming from America, I appreciated. So this is down on the lower level. Again, same space, but just a different view. They have this beautiful waterfall kind of like in the middle of the lobby, and it goes 2 levels. So it starts on the top level where the check-in is, and then it goes down to this bottom level, which I thought was really cool. So the whole time you're in there, you can hear this waterfall, and it's just so relaxing. And I really like that touch. So this was another lounge area on the main floor. I wanted to show you that they do have some really cool things like phone charging stations, ATMs, and just really cool technology stuff that they don't really have in the States, or at least I haven't seen. But down on this bottom floor is where the actual ballrooms are. And it has like a slightly different setup than the lobby directly above it. As you can see, this one's much less crowded because there's nothing really going on here. I feel like this is really geared towards events. Straight ahead is a ballroom, and then there's an atrium to the right. I wasn't able to go in and film because they were setting up for a wedding. But as you can see, there's lots of space for guests, lots of room to set up. I guess they have a chapel on the outside, and this is a space you would come to hold your event itself. This is the atrium area, very Japanese with the sand. So as you can see, the hotel here has everything that you need to plan a wedding. They have a florist, a photographer, a dress shop, catering. It would be like a one-stop shop to set up your wedding here. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to show you the rooms, but you can see there's one of the bridal stores with the actual bridal dresses. And there are several venue areas. So depending on the size of your wedding, you would choose the one that fit best for you. And there's also another area outside. When I take you to the back of the pool area, you can see there's another little chapel and another little, I don't know, event space, I guess you would call it. So walking out towards the outdoor area now, there's a mini golf course, which was really, really cool. We didn't get to play on it because it was just so cold. And there's actually something even better that was pulling my kids' attention, which I will show you in a minute. So this is the space right off of the main Galleria restaurant. If you just keep going past it and go through that glass hallway, you end up here, which is the gym. I believe the spa is on this floor as well. But you can see there's a little waiting area. And when you go up those stairs that I just showed you in a second, there is a full-on arcade area. And this is also where they have Whiz Kids, which is like an indoor bounce and climbing area. So if you have kids, they are gonna love this. These games did take coins, so we had to transfer money and get those coins, but really, really cool. We were able to get Whiz Kids for an hour complimentary because of our status with Marriott, but they do offer like purchase an hour depending on how many times you go. This was actually a photographer that did Disney themed photos, so I thought that was cool. And this is a little flight simulator. How cool is that, guys? It's like a full airplane replica that your kids can go and actually book time, and I think they talk with a pilot and get to ask all their questions, so that was really fun. And going back out now towards the pool area, we're passing the golf course again, and you can see the Galleria restaurant is on the left. But if you keep going straight, you go straight out to the pool area. So walking out to the pool area now, you can see that's the golf course continued. Um, and the garden area here, I'm sure looks much better in the springtime, but we went in the middle of winter, everything's pretty much dead. There were a few flowers, but I'm sure it looks a lot better when everything's alive and blooming, and would be a great place to take some family photos or even photos if you're planning a wedding. That white building to the right that you see is actually where the gym, Whiz Kids, the arcade, and the spa are all located in that building. And we're getting closer to the pool. We didn't get to enjoy it because it was closed during the winter. I'm not sure if they're doing renovations or if it was just too cold to be swimming outside. But yeah, it was roped off when we were there. But as you can see, it's beautiful. It had a little grotto area and two waterfalls, and just looked like it would be so much fun to enjoy in the summertime. So this is a behind, or I guess behind back end view of the resort. And as you can see, it's huge. This is another view of the pool. This is like a gentle slope, so it's really good for babies. But then they also have a separate baby pool, which is right here with its own little waterfall. How cool is that? I'm sure if you had really little ones, they'd love this space. And honestly, we love this property, guys. It was our favorite resort that we stayed in when we were in Tokyo. And even though the other ones were nice, I have no complaints. This is definitely the one I would recommend to my friends and family the most. This little red building here is actually the wedding chapel. And you can see there's a little couple coming out. How cute, planning their wedding. I didn't want to disturb them, but I wanted to show you guys that this, if you are planning a wedding, this would be a great place because there's so many options. This is, I believe it's called the Harbor House or the Boat House. It's another reception area. So if you didn't want to use the ballrooms in the hotel, you can actually reserve this and use it for your wedding too. So how cool is that? You have multiple options with these, I'm sure, beautiful grounds and this great pool. Like, it would be a perfect place for a wedding. And that's it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.